Okay, one thing I forgot to say, if you need to blink at all, feel free to blink, okay? Don't let your eyes dry out.
No, I just had that one drink, which was it awfully there. It's just gone.
Buckle up and get those sirens ready, for today's video features outrageous viral clips of totally smashed ladies landing themselves in cuffs. From wasted women rapping their way through sobriety tests to people screaming at officers.
Well, it's because I'm not used to having, this is my first car I've ever gotten. I've never had a car ever before this.
You won't believe these 4 drunken messes we have getting busted behind the wheel. Their slurred speeches and stumbling acts are sure to entertain.
Oh, why don't you help me not? I don't give a shit.
Our first incident involves 26-year-old Jade Irwin, who was found with her partner named Derek. Both were drunk and out of their element. It begins on the fateful night of July 13th, 2023, 10:54 p.m.
A male and a female that just left Village Pantry said that they were like falling asleep. And then we saw you pull in here, so.
No, I'm as wide as awake as ever, bud. You know.
Okay. But you guys are okay?
Yeah,
I was texting my mom back. My head was down, but...
Okay.
She might have been in an emotional state fighting with her mom.
No, I'm not saying that you guys necessarily did something wrong. I'm just saying that based on the complaint that we got, we wanted to make sure that you guys were okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Have you guys had anything to drink tonight?
No.
Used any drugs or anything? No? Okay.
When Officer Devin Fowler of the Bellefontaine Boys in Blue responded to a call about a potentially tipsy driver who had just left the local Village Pantry convenience store. Upon arriving at the scene, Officer Fowler spotted a Honda that matched the description and made contact with the driver, later identified as Jade Irwin.
Good. I mean, lethargic is a word used like for slow-bodied movement, like.
Right.
And I wasn't slow at all getting around to the end of the car or doing anything I was doing.
Okay. Well, I disagree with that. Alright.
Okay.
What have you taken today?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Okay. Do you care if I check your eyes just to make sure you're okay?
Yeah, you can
You're
go
okay
ahead.
with that?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Alright, let's walk in front of your car here. Can you just put your stuff up there on the hood?
Yeah.
This is for being.
Well, I believe that she is impaired. Okay, at this point I believe that she is impaired. So I want to make sure that you're not.
I'm not.
Okay, because obviously you drove a car, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that everyone gets home safe at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So take a step away from your car there.
Okay.
There we go. Put your feet together. You see the tip of my finger right here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what I want you to do is follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only.
Okay.
Don't move your head, do you understand?
Take a man down
Alright.
with a quick one. But no, we're just getting Taco Bell and getting some ice cream and going home, man.
I got you. We just have to follow up on the complaints with you, that's all.
Okay, one thing I forgot to say, if you need to blink at all, feel free to blink, okay? Don't let your eyes dry out. Yeah, don't let your eyes dry out, okay?
Yep.
It's gonna go up this time, alright?
Can I change?
Nope, just feet back together for me.
No, I'm just readjusting myself.
Okay. Do you have any recent head injuries or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah? What,
Yeah, I was in a car accident when I was pregnant.
When was that?
Mixing up my words.
Well, I had my son May 10th, and it was probably a couple weeks before that.
Okay. What happened in your car accident? You hit your head?
Yes.
Okay, did you have a concussion, or what did they determine there?
Yeah, they determined I had a concussion.
Had a concussion.
Now Jade claimed she was as wide awake as she could be, but Officer Fowler wasn't buying it. He offered to check her pupils, and she dared to agree reluctantly, perhaps hoping the officer would soon leave her be. But the moment when the field sobriety test started, poor Jade struggled to follow, her eyes crossing more than a silly kitten teasing ball of yarn. though she blamed an old concussion during her last pregnancy.
Okay. Are you normally able to cross your eyes? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you wear contacts?
I used to. I'm supposed to.
Okay.
But I have to get them. I broke my glasses, and then I decided to get glasses or contacts, and then I haven't went and got them yet. So.
Gotcha. But you don't have contacts in right now or anything?
No.
Okay. There's a couple other tests I'd like to offer you. You willing to take those tests?
What are they?
It would be a walk and turn and a one-leg stand.
What is that?
A one-leg stand. So you just pick one foot up off the ground, stare at it, and you count out loud 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on. I know you said you have balance problems.
Yeah,
so.
I do have a very bad balance problem.
A rod
Okay.
in your leg.
So I can't make you do it. I'm just offering them to you. If you don't want to do them, it's totally up to you.
Yeah, I'd rather not because of
No?
the balance issue. I just don't want to.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
metal rod in your leg.
Are you willing
it's
to
hard
do
it
a
anyway.
test where you just stand pretty much like normal, feet together, tilt your head back, close your eyes, and count to 30?
Count to 30.
You willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just look up and.
Yeah,
count to
I'll
30.
give you the instructions here, okay?
Okay.
Fowler figured something more recent was causing this turbulence. Balance also wasn't Miss Irwin's forte. To make matters worse, the man standing behind the scene, Derek, started to do the balance test, even though he wasn't asked to, and blabbered something, hence proving that they both were obviously drunk.
And then put your feet together just like they just were,
Sometimes it's still hard.
okay? Hands down to your side. Maintain that position for me, okay? When I tell you to begin, I'm going to give you 3 sets of instructions, okay? I'm going to tell you to close your eyes.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you to tilt your head back and begin. Okay, when I say begin, I want you to start thinking about how long 30 seconds is. Okay? Once 30 seconds has passed, I want you to look back at me and say stop.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Go ahead and close your eyes. Tilt your head back. Just a second here. And begin.
Oh, I started already.
Okay, let's do that again. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Nope, that's
started
okay. It's
already.
kind of my fault I wasn't set, and I thought I was. All right. So feet back together for me.
I was already counting.
I gotcha.
All right.
Same thing. Feet together there. Hands down to your side.
Okay.
Okay. Close your eyes. Tilt your head back, and begin.
The officer persisted again, asking her to stand straight, eyes closed, head back, and count out 30 seconds in her mind. But Jade lost track around 90, admitting she may have overthought the task. Who even overthinks while counting in mind?
Okay. So Jade, you're under arrest for OVI. Okay, put your hands behind your back. All right.
Oh, okay. What the hell?
Bring your hands away from your back.
Okay. You go get my mom.
Yeah, I'll go get your mom right now.
Either of those feel too tight? Okay.
Sorry, I need help getting in here.
All right. Okay. You don't have to. You're not under arrest for operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drug or a combination of them. Operating a vehicle while under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance. Operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption or having physical control of a vehicle while under the influence. If you refuse to take any chemical test required by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately and you'll have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you have a prior conviction of OVI or operating a vehicle under the influence of illicit controlled substance or illicit metabolite of controlled substance.
Stop you right there. Okay, when you said,
Finally, the cops took Jade with them handcuffed, leaving Derek with the vehicle. Police charged her with OVI and hit her license with a big suspension for a whole year. But Jade didn't learn. She was back in the clutches of lawlessness and ended up being arrested 2 days later, this time for OVI again. In September, the court gave her 30 short days behind cold bars and said she owes over $700 for all those drinks she had consumed. We wonder what trouble she'll find next on this path she spun. Next up, you'll see a girl who doesn't get bothered by any of the punishments the law throws at her.
What'd you have to drink?
I had a little cocktail drinks, just a tiny one.
Our next unsober delinquent is Estrella, a 19-year-old teen girl caught drunk in her vehicle in Las Cruces, New Mexico. On July 27th, 2022, Estrella found herself in a heap of trouble as Las Cruces police went to check on her. After hitting up Hooters and partying all day long, she made the questionable choice to get behind the wheel while seeing double and triple of everything. Soon enough, the cops pulled her over for swerving across the whole darn road.
What'd you have to drink?
I had a little cocktail drinks, just a tiny one.
How many of them did you have?
Huh?
How many drinks did you have?
Just two, and I had my third one. I finished my third one, but technically I was on my fourth one. But I had 3 of them so far. I had all 3 of them, the cocktail mixed drinks.
What kind of drink was it?
The Adios,
You had 2 of those?
3 of those.
3 of
My
those?
4th one. I was technically just finished my 3rd one.
Okay.
I had my 3rd one gone, but I had my 3rd one on the little thing for me and my friend, and then I had my 4th one I was gonna ask.
So you had 4 so far, and then how many did you have
I
after
had
that?
3, but I was gonna get a 4th one.
You didn't finish it.
No, ma'am, I didn't even finish it. I didn't even start
And
it.
did you drink anything in the vehicle when you got in the vehicle before
No,
you
ma'am.
left?
I
No?
just had that one drink, which was fully there, which is gone.
When questioned, tipsy Estrella claimed she'd only had like 3 drinks, but something told the officers her math wasn't adding up. Meanwhile, she kept running her mouth. She was passing out at stoplights, failing HGN tests.
And just walk straight over there. I'm gonna have you go ahead and stand right here on this line.
Well, it's because I'm not used to having, except this is my first car I've ever gotten. I've never had a car ever before this. So, like, the stuff that I have now is, like, new to me. So, like, me having my own car by myself, me having my own place by myself with my roommate, is still new to me.
Alright, so we're gonna do the next test, okay?
Alright.
You're standing in that straight line, you can see it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna have you go ahead and put your left foot on that line. You're gonna put your right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe. With your eyes to your side, you're gonna leave them on your side the whole time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Oh my God, I'm definitely
You're gonna leave them, okay, you're gonna leave them there. What you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be taking 9 heel to toe steps down that straight line. When you reach your 9th step, you're gonna leave your lead foot planted. You're gonna take a series of small steps back, and you're gonna take another 9 heel to toe steps down that line.
Okay.
Whole time you're gonna be looking at your feet. Go ahead and leave your hands to your side. You're gonna stay in that position until I tell you otherwise, okay? Whole
so-
time. Go ahead and stay in that position, how you would. Don't move from there. With your arms to your side. Okay, you may begin.
I misunderstood the first time.
She stumbled like a newborn foal doing heel-toe steps on the line, so the rookie cop slapped the cuffs on Estrella and prepared to escort her to prison, charging her with DWI. They read her some points about breath tests for blood alcohol content.
All right, ma'am, go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Do you have a phone in there that needs to go with you?
I have a phone in there.
Like your ID, your phone. You can't take a purse. Do you have a wallet?
I'm gonna put it in there. Well, it's just my purse that
Have you go ahead and walk over here towards me.
my hair behind my ear really quick.
You want what?
Can you put it in my hair behind my ear really quick?
This one?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I just never been arrested before, so this is experience for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and just search you. Go ahead and step out really quick before. I know you have your shorts on, but I'm just gonna make sure you go ahead and turn that way. All right, listen to me. I'm about to tell you something important. You're under arrest for DWI. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take the additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, or laboratory technician or technologist who is employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid by the law enforcement agency. Do you agree to take our test? I need you to tell me yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But Estrella was too lit to care. Estrella didn't learn the error of her wild ways. Just 5 months down the road, Miss Estrella found herself arrested yet again. But she didn't show up to court for that first case. The authority then booked her for 2 charges: license suspended and failure to appear.
How do I return the receipt?
Go ahead and put your feet down, that way you can get to the other cup.
Turn face the wall under.
Go ahead and go in. This one too. Go ahead and take a seat. I'm gonna have you take off your earrings, okay? If you can. Yeah. Just take it.
I've been on this one.
So just sit down, chair.
We're just waiting to see how long it'll be before this super raver makes her 3rd strike. But for our next encounter, you'll see a lunatic lady crossing all forms of lawful limits.
That is absolutely untrue as to what happened.
This incident really tested the cops. Dinah was a 41-year-old lady who was driving intoxicated like she was auditioning for Motley Crue. On the sunny morning of July 11th, 2023, reports came in of an intoxicated driver careening around Stuart, Florida, and turns out it was our leading lady Dina behind the wheel.
Driver's license and registration. You don't have one? Registration? Nothing? In an ambulance? What are you under the influence of? Alcohol or drugs? Something. You could have killed somebody a moment ago. Okay? It was horrible. You hadn't turned the car off for me. I kind of don't trust you at this point, okay? I got one of my guys coming. Okay. You have nothing on that. It's got your name on it. No. Okay, well the tag doesn't come back to the car, so what's the car come back to? cool. You're kind of not helping me out any, so I can't do much for you. I don't know how to turn it off.
And where your keys at?
Who knows? Preventative from, was that you up there?
No, I was in town.
Preventative from crashing whoever's on top of the bridge. Crying's not gonna help. I still want to know who you are.
When the police pulled her over, she smelled like a whole distillery and couldn't even zip up her own shirt. Dinah gave only absurd replies to their inquiries, sometimes breaking down into frantic cries or screams.
I'm not blaming you for anything. Can you zip your shirt up for me and then step out of the car?
Oh yeah, I'm a whore.
Appreciate it. What's your first name?
Whore.
Well, I'm not going to call you that. Can you sit still? All right, talk to me for a minute. Do you have any medical issues at all?
Yeah.
Diabetic, epileptic? You have seizures?
I have a ton.
You have a ton? What kind of medical issues
You know
do you
what?
have?
I'm not doing this. You're not gonna sit here. I'm not doing this.
You're not doing what?
I'm not.
You're not going to have a conversation with me?
No, I'm not gonna sit here like you.
Okay, just based on my initial observations and you're not being willing to talk to me.
Nah, based on your observations.
Right?
I'm a whore and you don't care.
Well, that's not what I said.
That's exactly.
And that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to find out if you're too intoxicated to drive a motor vehicle.
No, I never asked him to do that.
To do what? Can you tell me what kind of medical issues you have? Ooh. You
Yeah.
okay? Do you want to take your shoes off?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Right. Ask you to do some standardized field sobriety tests. Are you going to do that for me?
Nope.
No? Okay. What's going on in your hair there?
No hair, man. You have no hair.
Here, let me have your wrists here. Go ahead and pull them together for me. Put your palms together. Hang just like that for me for a minute, okay? I'm placing you under arrest for DUI. You're not complying with anything that I'm asking you to do.
The officer asked her to perform field sobriety tests, but unsteady, Dina refused them all. She ended up in handcuffs, cursing at the officers who arrested her.
Get to the jail, I'm going to ask you for a breath test, okay? I'm ask you to provide breath safety.
Oh, why don't you help me not? I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. My son is a Marine, and I didn't handle it well. I didn't handle it well. I never broke the law. I never hurt anybody.
Okay. Dina, on the side of the road back there, you wouldn't, you refused to do any field sobriety tests. Are you willing to do those now?
That is absolutely untrue as to what happened.
Okay. Tell me your version of what happened then.
You guys tried to vault to...
Dina, are you willing, I'm asking you now, are you willing to complete some field sobriety tests?
No.
I got camera here, so you're covered.
You refused to. This has nothing to do with why I was pulled over. Why was I pulled over, sir?
You were asking me why you were pulled over?
Yeah, sir.
The sergeant was behind your vehicle and you were swerving all over the place and you almost hit some officers that were on another crash scene, and then you pulled over and then swerved back into traffic, and then when you pulled over you pulled up onto some rocks and hit a rock.
So you have that documentation, yes?
Yes.
You have.
That's documented, yes.
The officers had a hard time putting her in the vehicle. She did not calm down at the station. Instead, she escalated on the rude factor, talking about her legal rights. She did not agree to any breathalyzers or any other tests. The cops did all they could, but Dina remained wild and out of control till the end. Dina was charged with misdemeanor counts of driving under the influence, refusal to submit testing, failure to register a motor vehicle, and driving with a suspended license. At the time, she was also out on a $200,000 bond for previous theft and fraud charges. Her bond for this incident was set at $150,000. Enough with madness and crazy acts. Let's show you something that might not be like other stories in our final act.
So, I want the sun in your eyes. So actually stand right here and face me.
Okay.
Stand right there and face me.
Okay.
Face towards me. Thank you. Okay.
Our final entry features Chantel, a 24-year-old mother who got caught driving when drunk. On July 9th, 2023, at 6:25 p.m., Chantel was simply trying to do her duty by keeping her drunk companion, the actual owner of the car, off the road. But this thoughtful lady's idea of an eventful Sunday quickly took a turn towards the Monday blues, when she made the fateful decision to drive the Mercedes without a valid license.
It's a temporary registration. You have updated insurance as well. Can I pass that
I
over?
know everything's up to date for sure.
Okay.
I just don't have the paperwork. I can ask my mom to send it through the... No, this is the updated one. Sorry,
This one expires as well.
Indian?
We're already in July.
Oh, shoot.
You know you got rid of those old ones, right?
I'm sorry. I don't...
Your first name, ma'am?
Mine?
Yes.
It's Chantel with the C. C-H-A-N-T-E-L.
Alright, so do you have the most recent one? That's
The
it?
recent
Just bring me that one. And that'll be fine. I'll run it. I'll run the plate.
Look it up. I'm sorry.
You make me do extra work. What she said, just look it up. I was like, wow, okay,
I'm
thanks.
sorry.
Alright, hang on tight. I will be right back, okay guys?
Okay, thank you.
So, good news. Yes. Registration and insurance came back. Alright, so you want to pass that
Thank
through?
you.
Okay. And ma'am, I'm actually going to have you step out of the vehicle. You are 122 George. So
Excuse me?
your license, come back here.
I know.
Go and step out.
I know.
We'll talk. Go and step out.
Okay. So, I know that my license is revoked. So we were at my grandma's house and she got into intoxicated. I live right there, so I told her I'd take her down the street back to my house. So I know my circumstances, but I wasn't illegally driving on purpose.
Gotcha.
My kid is in the car. I'm asking you by the grace of God, please cut me a
You have
break.
a kid in the car as well?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm literally just going right there across the street.
Turns out a checkpoint was nearby, and officers noticed questionable driving patterns. Little did they know Chantel had powered through a D's shot, which she claimed barely counts. With her 4-year-old along for the ride, the officer decided to deal with her a bit far from the vehicle.
I know you put gum in your mouth.
Yes, sir.
How much do you have to drink today?
I have not had anything to drink. Okay, I had one shot 2 hours ago. I could do a sobriety test for you right now, and I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
Okay, we could do that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Are you good with the kid? Do me a favor, go and spit out the gun.
I'm ready. Okay.
Alright, so do me a favor.
Okay.
Put your feet, toes together, touching,
Okay.
heels together, touching, keep your hands out right to your side, okay? Alright, so what I have you do, okay?
Okay.
There's a blue X on my finger. You're gonna look at the tip of my finger with your eyes only, okay?
Yes.
You're gonna follow with your eyes only.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Feel free to blink at any time.
Okay, yeah.
What do you mean?
So it's like, the blue, because it adds color, like it catches your eye, so it makes it easier to follow.
Can you imagine a line
Yes,
in
sir,
your
I
mind
can.
from your
Yeah.
left shoe to my left boot? Straight,
Okay.
a straight line?
So left foot first, right?
So no, keep your left foot, keep your foot there.
Okay.
Okay. I know you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back this way, right?
9 more heel toe step, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go and turn around again.
Okay.
So, I don't want the sun in your eyes. So actually stand right here and face me.
Okay.
Stand right there and face me.
Okay.
Face towards me. Thank you. Okay. So we're gonna move on to the third test, all right?
Okay. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1020, 1021, 1022, 1023, 1024, 1025,
Go ahead and stop.
1026,
Okay. So, you said it was a shot of Douce 2 hours ago, right?
an hour and a half, yes,
Hour
sir.
and a half ago. Okay. So I feel like that's not the case, and I want you to be
I
100% honest.
promise- I know, I
No, listen.
promise it
I want you to be
is.
100% honest. What else do you have?
Although Chantel didn't hesitate to go under the field sobriety test, unlike many other cases, the results didn't go her way. She thought she was good to go on sobriety tests, despite some questionable balance issues.
So I know your child's in the car, okay? So you are going to be placed under arrest.
Wait,
Hold
can I make a phone call
Yes,
too?
I will let you make a phone call.
Can I get my phone, please?
Yes, I'll get it for you. Don't worry. Do you have anyone that can come pick up your child?
My grandma.
Your grandmother? I'm gonna lock these cuffs so they don't tighten up on you,
Is there a
okay?
reason why I failed the test? Like,
So
why
it's
do you
not pass
feel-
or fail, okay? I'm
But
looking
why
for,
do you feel the way that you feel?
Okay, well listen. So it's not pass or fail. I'm looking
Okay.
for signs of impairment, okay? So
what are my signs?
and I can explain that to you a little bit more further. But on top of that, you also are driving without an interlock. You have a
I do
revoked
understand
license.
that,
Okay,
but I
listen,
was doing it for
can I talk,
the
please?
cause.
Okay, and I understand as well. But we also have Uber. You can call someone that's a DD. Okay, there's a reason why you didn't take your car because there's an interlock in there.
Upon promptly failing said tests, Chantel found herself under arrest, though she swore that a single shot from hours earlier couldn't possibly have impaired her driving abilities.
If you can't make that phone call, make it on speaker, please, just so I can know who's coming to pick up the child. Thank you, sir.
So I have some very unfortunate news. I was driving Angel's car and got pulled over, and now I'm being arrested. And Brayden, I know. And Brayden is in the backseat of Angel's car. We're literally right across the street from my house at the skate park. Can you come get him? Okay. Yeah, and I'm so sorry, but please don't tell Ugly. And don't go through like rodeo or anything, because they have the cops out. They're doing like a speed check or whatever. So go through Cerrillos.
Yet, she kept calm, followed the rules, and contacted her kid's grandma from the father's side to deal with other issues. Sorrow and guilt became the only expressions on her face as she understood her mistakes. She had to deal with charges like DUI, missing insurance papers, and DWI with a minor in the vehicle. If you want to see more crime videos like this, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button at any cost.